Hey everybody, Scruffed here, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Saxlingham. You're joining me at a very strange time. It's actually the start of August, which is when I wanted this episode to start, but obviously not at 20 past 1 in the morning. Now, the reason it's 20 past 1 in the morning is I've got a bit of a surprise, and first time I've ever got this, so it's going to be interesting to take a look at it, but we've got a disease on one of the animals, on one of the cows, and it's not a good one. It's foot and mouth, of all the things. So, I mean, it's worse. There could be worse things like mad cow disease, but yeah, I mean, foot and mouth is obviously not a good thing to be having. So I'm going to go and take this cow out of the pasture and then put it in a shed on its own, see if we can give it some treatment, and then go from there. I just don't want to, well, I don't know, I don't want it to spread, basically. I think that would be the worst possible outcome, that it spreads. So I think the best thing to do is treat the animal, if we can. We'll have to see if there's just some kind of bill we can do, and then move it. Yeah, move it to a shed on its own. If it dies, it's obviously unfortunate, but that happens in farming. Let's be honest. And yeah, we'll go from there. But it was interesting. I was like, sometimes I get like a message that pops up when I've like slept into the next in-game day. It's just like, you have unread messages, and most of the time it's something that I've done, and I've just, because you get notified if you move a cow, or yeah, mainly that really. If you buy a cow, move cows in, stuff like that. So I personally thought that it was just me faffing about like normal. So I just missed it, but I always go and check just in case, and then I was like, you've got mad cow disease. So yeah, I haven't got mad cow disease. Saying you've got foot and mouth. So yeah, I can imagine that. A bit like you've got mail, but no. Thing pops up, you've got mad cow disease. Not what we want. There we go. Right, so first thing we need to do, in fact, we need to drive forward with this, don't we? Just so we're out the actual trigger. And we'll go and have a look at this while the lights are on. Let's see which cow it is. I haven't had a look, but didn't take the information. I just thought, right, we'll start recording from here. There you go. So I've got one cow, which is on the 21st of August, which is today's date in game. And it's this cow number. So I'm going to just make a note of that. I mean, it'd be nice if you can mark the cow from here. So if you're watching Arrow, that'd be a really nice feature just to mark the cow. I don't mind writing it down at all, but I know some players might not think the same. So we've got 721-839 410081, and then it's contracted foot and mouth. So what we need to do is go to this menu, I imagine, and find the cow. I'm just trying to figure out how to find this cow now, because of the fact that it's got, where's the actual original name of the animal? That's what I need to see. That's definitely what I need to see. Yeah, this is what I was on about with, like, the food's really good because I've increased that, but I need to start putting the liquid manure in the manure up, because that's just per day. And if you think of it, I don't know if that's actually, yeah, that's per day, but not per month. So it's still not much, is it, per cow? Need to sort that out, definitely. But where is the bloody, where's the actual name of the animal that's not here? It's got to be in the other tab menu, hasn't it? There's one like this. There's definitely one way of doing it. I'm sure of it. Or else, you know, if you rename them, you can't really track which one that is. So surely I'm overlooking this. Right, well, I can't see where it says the like original proper name of the cow. I can do the filters, which I'm going to try, but what I want to do quickly, because I've just been through all these menus, it doesn't show up for me. So what I want to do is, because I know it's 410081, basically, I want to go into this menu, because I know it shows up here. So this is the pasture over the road, which is where, because that's the one on the farm. So 4100, it's basically 2 zeros and 8 and 1 we're looking for at the end. Found it in the end. It's the Angus Bull. It's basically July 3. That's from my naming system. So year 2, July 3. This is the one that's got, it's got foot and mouth. I'm just thinking it's not it's not got the best genetics, and it's not one of my highly priced ones, which is a positive. So, yeah, let's go back into this menu. Let's go back to the information, and we can find it from here. But what I will do, just show you quickly, if you go to filters, I'm pretty certain that if you show up, well, I did think that one of them, name? Any? No name? Lactating. Yeah, I actually thought it'd show up like diseases, but that doesn't do that as well. So, but we know it's July 3, don't we? So, like, I've gone and checked that. It's July 3. This is the one. So now, if we go on to this and press diseases, you'll see it's got foot and mouth for 3 months. You can start the treatment, which it's now doing, so beginning treatment. And if we cancel it, because we don't want to stop the treatment, I am going to still move it out because I don't want it to spread. Now, I'm hoping that it saves that this animal is having treatment, and yeah, there you go. So it started treatment for foot and mouth, and for 410881. Now, if we move it out, I'm hoping everything still works, because obviously we're taking it to a new thing. I don't know where this information is stored. You'd hope it would be stored with the actual animal, just the single animal. So we want July 3, which was a bull, so that one. Move that selected, and if we go and just close up the door, drive it out, we're going to put it in the far shed. We know there's some feed and grub and everything in there, so it should be happy. Just having a bit of special treatment. Go back to this second, I just want to see. So yeah, one animal was moved. It doesn't state which animal it was, but we know that these 3 are to do with this basically 081. So yeah, not too bad. I'm happy with that. As long as we don't start contracting more now, because of the fact that, because 250 is a lot of money for, if you think about that for a second, all my cows get it. It's a lot of cash. It is, and my money has gone down. Anyone with a keen eye will have noticed that, and that's just because I had about 40,000, and we've gone into the next in-game day month. Yeah, we'll take it to the far one. Can you see now that the lights are on, because it's obviously dark, the straw texture, the plane there, looks like, it looks good now. I don't know what that is. I haven't got a clue. Right, so we'll plonk that there a second. I have to open the door. I know it's not needed. There we go. Probably going to push it a little bit, but hey ho, be alright. And then we can... Oh, no, we don't want to do that. Right, let's open this up and drop this cow off when we can get the trigger. There we go. Finally got it. No longer available. It's a very small trigger for that. It's got to be the trigger on the trailer. Has to be. What is going on? See what I mean? There you go. It works now. It's a very tight trigger, that is. Right, move selected. There we go. Happy days. Put that back up. Park it out the way. And we'll see. We'll see where we're at with this. What I'm hoping for is... Yeah, I'm hoping that the triggers... I'm hoping that... Doesn't look very healthy, does it? She's struggling. Or he's struggling, should I say. Yeah, I'm hoping that all the information now is straightforward, that we've moved... Well, obviously, them 12 got moved out. We've done that. We don't need that one anymore. We can keep that. This one's been moved in. We can also delete that message. But if we go to this and go to diseases, it's being treated. There you go. So I'm really happy with that. It actually keeps that information in. We know we've got one cow with foot and mouth. For 3 months, it's going to be treated. I'm hoping it doesn't stunt its, conditioning. It probably will do. So we'll have to just see how it is. It's actually not got too bad of genetics there. We'll just have to keep a track on it. I'll have to keep an eye on it and see what happens. It's got foot and mouth, which does sound pretty bad, but it's not the end of the world. Right, so we'll leave that there. I will get to the time that I wanted to actually start the episode, and then we'll get through the jobs that I wanted to do. But I thought that was interesting. I actually really like that kind of stuff. Yeah, I actually really like that as an option, and I think it just goes to show like why the realistic livestock mod is pretty cool, because we do get, you know, as a farmer looking after animals, you're going to get problems with them and you're going to have to treat them, and we can do that. And even if, you know, it's a bit of a negative, it's part of farming, and I actually think it's a positive to have that included in the game. So I thought I'd showcase it off, because it doesn't happen often. So that was the first time I've ever seen a disease on any cow, any animal, using the realistic livestock mod since we've had that implemented. And I know it's early days still with that, so there should be more to it, because I'm hoping like you get lame cows, because that's quite common, and you know, you can treat them and different things, and who knows, you might even be able to buy a foot bath, and then, you know, with all the stuff that Ara does, you can even lead your cows through a foot bath. Who knows where we're going to go with it. Right, so welcome back properly now to the start of to this episode. We're carrying on with this field. We're going to be using all automated for this. That's all set up now, so I've just got to use the worker. I might go with the standard worker, actually. Let's get the ball rolling with it, and then we can start it on the Headland Pass, and he can follow along, and then we can use the carter over there, and so on. 80... Yeah, I got it set to 80 feet or meters. I don't really know yet which one that is. If we do this, though, go to AI worker. We'll do 2 headland passes. Off you go. I'm hoping that it'll still be following it. Should be. And I know I've got that set up with the auto drive, so we'll just wait for this guy to get going, which it looks like it is, and then we can set this as well to field 2, and actually, is it field 2 or field 3? I think it's field 3 actually, isn't it? Or is it field 5? That's field 3. Wait there a minute. Yes, it is field 2. So what are we doing here? Well, did I have it on field 2? I haven't got a clue. I might have had it on field 3. Who knows? There we go. Let's set it from here. Field 2. You can sit there. It's happy enough. It knows what it's doing. As long as this harvester's on 2, then we should be good. Hopefully it'll all work smooth. No problems. We don't want any problems. But I think that you know, the harvester will work fine as long as the carter picks up with auto driving. And this, with it being such a gap, I'm hoping it allows it to do its thing. But I'm pretty guaranteed, aren't we, that something's going to happen. We're going to get a collision at some point, someone messing about. But anyway, you might be thinking, well, what are we going to be doing? And, you know, we could be going collect bales, but we haven't got a tractor really, except the small little John Deere. And that's not what I'm going to be doing. I'm actually going to do some harvesting with a different harvester. Now, I haven't bought a harvester, but Mark Thor, of all people, is back on the scene, and it's great to have him back on the scene. I know he's been out of action for FS pretty much since the start of FS25 drop-in. His PC was out of action, which is a major part of it, but he's back, and he's kind of doing his mods again, doing his wizardry, and he sent me a bloody cracking mod from FS 22 days, and he's made it for FS25, which is his harvester. So we're going to try it out. Mark's lent it us for the day to use, and we're going to go with it. And absolute beast of a harvester this Dominator is. It's a Ford edition, and he's actually done me a little bit of a speech, so I'll tell you what he says in his text document, which is, I present to you my Ford Class Tribute Pack from 1965 to 1986. Class partnered with Ford to distribute their combines throughout the US. This is a Class Dominator 108 in authentic, genuine colour code, Ford colours, and a custom engine note as a tribute to the Ford Class 106 of the 70s and the 80s. There is also the option of a modern Ford Blue or the colour palette to choose from. The rear of the combine has the genuine Ford slogan, and the best never rest. There is a long-range view, an auger view, and a view into the grain tank. The combine is prepped for passenger also, so if you want that, it also supports head tracking for passenger, plus other options in store. Everything is connected in the combination tab, and there are 3 capacity options. So if you want to go a bit unrealistic, you can, because it's got a 10,000, 20,000, and 30,000. I've gone for the 10,000 because, you know, why not? But yeah, this is the Dominator pack. You've probably seen this before. I used it in the Farmland, so like early days. I have noticed up here that one of the logos looks like it's swimming a little bit. Like it's only one of them, which is weird. It's just down here. You can see it. One of the decals looks like it's floating a tad bit off the edge, so it just needs a small adjustment. But you can see it's marketed through Ford dealers, so Mark Thor there. And the best never rest, made in Dagenham. So yeah, we're going to try this out. Mark's lent it us, so we may as well use it. And I've got a decent size harvester. You can see all the cameras as well. We've got one here that's actually on the pipe, so you've got a pipe view. One inside the tank, one in cab, and it's got real dashboard and all that good stuff set up as well. So it's bloody good. Do you know what the main thing is? It drives 30 miles an hour on the road. Now that is the most important thing out of all this. Might have parked it at the worst spot to get the header off. let's move that. Bloody hell. Faffing already. I'll get this done, I promise you. I mean, it's not like it's a small field, honest. It's my fault. I park it there and I don't even think, oh no, that's going to be too much of an issue. Like, who would think that? Anyway, we'll get going at some point. It's either going to run really smooth this episode or it's going to be a nightmare, but we'll find out. We'll find out in good time. The reason I think it might be a nightmare is just because if the workers over there are just getting stuck into each other and we've got we've got more problems there, it means that this side as well isn't going to be easy because we're going to get full and then not be able to do anything. So I might make 3 headlands on this. I think it might be the best shout. Ooh, my days. Right, so we are off and on our way. It's we're finally going. It's happy now. It's a fast harvester. 9 miles an hour is pretty fast. So we'll say that. I'll say that definitely. I did notice as well the header kind of digs in a little bit. It'd be nice if I can adjust the height of that. I don't know if I can do. It might be sitting a little bit low. In fact, it might be better to go with the other header. It's small though, but I think it might work a bit better. But we are flying. Like, I almost feel like this is crazy. And yeah, we'll give it a go. We'll give it a go. What the hell are you doing? Bloody hell, fight. It's like it's getting dug into the ground, the heart of the header is, and then we're flying either side. But we're chopping. That's the main thing. We're doing it. Oof. I do wish sometimes that the headlands, like, they'd stay connected. Like, you wouldn't disconnect just because you're turning. If with the guidance steering. Because it does work on some corners, just not all. So it's a strange one. It's a strange one. We might, it might have been a good idea as well to go with the 30,000 litre capacity on this, because 10,000 litres and nowhere to actually we're going to have to drive this to probably to the silo. That might be the best shout. It's our only option anyway. Let's just have a look here, see if everything's working. I don't really know what's going on. We've got a fast track up there. We've got this guy looking like he's doing some turning about. I don't know what that is. But we'll find out. I feel like we're at a moment where they're probably going to get stuck, aren't they? Unfortunately. Well, that's the baler, and he's very confused. It looks like he's going off track. But they're still going, so I'm just going to take that as a positive. we can get this done. I'm using a lot of, automated stuff, aren't I? I mean, mainly it'd be a good idea to just use our standard harvester and do what we did last time, because at least then we've kind of got the guidance side of it. We can keep an eye on it. But I really wanted to try out this harvester. It's a classic to me. It really is. I think Mark, when he dropped this in 22, it was very popular, to say the least. Now, as far as I know, and I have asked him this question, his plan is it is going to be a mod hub. Now, I'm hoping it could potentially be something that could be on console, because the Ford brand is, technically in the game, so is the class. So I know it's within the hands of Giant Software. I know it's getting tested. So fingers crossed this passes, and it's for all platforms. I'd like to think it is. I'll have to get Mark to confirm that, if it is for console as well. But I think because it's got the Ford badge on and the class, there's no reason why they can't put that in. I mean, surely it was branded by a class more than Ford anyway. So, I don't see an issue why it can't be included into the game as a console mod. But I guess time will tell. Right, I've got to somehow tip now with a header on and not been able to drive through this. So I'm hoping... Oh, it did work at some point there. Right, we'll take that for a win. Yeah, we're going to have to drive this, unfortunately. It's not the best thing to do, is it? But, yeah. It's still worth it to try out this in-game. Definitely. Right, well, that's that bit done. Right, can we... Oh, God. There we go. We can swing it around, head back up. And I'll do a bit of a time-lapse then of me driving... Yeah, of me doing the harvest in this. And in, in Field 8. And then we'll go from there, hopefully. Hopefully we can fly through it still. It kind of works because of the fact we haven't got to travel too far, have we? But... as long as everything runs smoothly and we can get this done, by the end of this episode I want to get all the bales picked up as well, and everything baled off, so including this field, and then store it away so we know where we stand at that point, because it's going to be a big jump cut again, or maybe not too big a jump cut thinking about it, because I want to do the last silage bales. So we'll have a look.
These days the night shift cutie at the truck stop knows my name. Threw the candle in the midnight oil and lit up the honky-tonk highway. I see the sun come up, cause I ain't been to bed. Gonna have my name cut into a stone when I lay my head. No rest for the wicked, at least for a few 100 miles. I'm running wild, ride the lightning, run on empty in the ring of fire. Rolling like the Mississippi, oh mama tried. But I got bad down to my bones, don't know where I'm gonna go, oh sweet child. I'm running wild, I'm running wild. Always been a runner, never been one for settling down. Spent my life in the backwoods looking for ways out of a one-horse town. I found a 6-string ticket and jumped that westbound train. Now I only slow down long enough to stand up on that stage. Cloud 9 is a cloud of dust for the next 1,000 miles. I'm running wild, ride the lightning, run on empty in the ring of fire. Rolling like the Mississippi, oh mama tried. But I got bad down to my bones, don't know where I'm gonna go, oh sweet child. I'm running wild, yeah, I'm running wild, mama, I'm running wild, yeah, I'm running wild. I'm running with the devil, rolling down the road, riding on the storm, living like I'm dying slow. Headlights in the fast lane is my home away from home. If there's light after this tunnel, I'm gonna be the first to know. No slowing down, no looking back, no staying for a while. I'm pedal down and right on track. I'm ready for this ride, I'm running wild. Ride the lightning, run on empty, the ring of fire. Rolling like Mississippi, your mama tried. And I got that down to my bones, don't know where I'm gonna go, oh sweet child. I'm running wild. I'm running wild. Yeah, I'm running wild. Oh, I'm running wild. I'm running
Right, welcome back, everybody. I'm now fully automated on this field. The other field is done and the baling's done. Now, my only issue is I've got a tractor free, and you can see the lag that's being caused by all this AI stuff. Oh my days, we've got a problem over here. I actually don't know what this guy's doing as well, because he's not even put his pipe out, but he keeps trying to drive upside that the harvester. So very strange. Whereas that's happy now. I've set it at the same kind of course I was doing on guidance steering. It's weird how it started this side though, after it was perfectly fine to do it that side. But the baler's an interesting one, because I've already got this going. I needed it to follow something else, and I'm not using course play, but the baler just wouldn't follow this course unless it's, a course play. So I decided to put the windrow going, said it had 8.5 metres, which is the size of that header. It's now following the windrow, and, hopefully everything should work okay. The only issue I've got is I need to make sure that I keep emptying the harvester, because I need the fast track. Because I want to go and start bringing in the bales. So I'm going to have to leave the trailer somewhere out on the field. I should be able to kind of like just do one trailer. It holds quite a lot. So as long as I can empty into this, and as long as I can keep it going, the actual harvester should be good. He says, fingers crossed. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what goes on. You're not driving yet. I don't care. There you go. Now you can go. So what I'll do, because I know the windrow is probably going to come. It started from that point there. So if I just drop this off, probably out the way still, about here, should be good. And then we can use the JCB, get the bales, start bringing them in. But it's the last task. There's just a lot of them to do. It's scattered about the place, and I don't even know where they're... Oh, they're over on that side. I am getting quite a bit of lag at the moment. My frame rate's dropped to 50, and it's because I've got like 3 things going on in that field that are running off they're basically generating and computing, aren't they, what they need to be doing and when. Follow Me uses quite a bit, but it's worth it at the same time. So this is going to be interesting. 14 at a time. It's gonna take a bit of time to do this, but I got it for this reason, because I want to want to get hands on with this a bit more, collecting bales. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to start stacking them. If we can actually turn, there we go. We're going to start stacking them inside the auto spawn still. And then when we do sell them, I will use the auto trailer, because if not, it'd just be pretty crazy. But yeah, I'll carry on with this. Start picking them up, do as many as I can. When I feel like the harvester needs changing, when I feel like the harvester needs emptying, we'll have to make a move and get that sorted out. But yeah, 14 at a time. It's going to take a bit of time, isn't it? I mean, luckily this is a very small field, so field 7's not an issue. It's all the other fields.
about love.
Welcome back, everybody. I decided that if I do another time lapse that's gonna be that long, it's gonna take forever because I've got to pick up all these bales, and like an absolute plonker, and you probably already noticed this, I tipped, should I say, the first kind of load that I put here, because what I wanted to do is a little bit of a test for giant software, which is bale physics. I want to prove that if I just leave them here, you can see they're already moving on their own when I go near them. I want to put this stack here. I'm going to put all the bales next to it. I'm going to stack them all up and prove that they'll just fall over on their own without any interaction. Obviously, I've just tipped them over. That's why I'm going to pick these 14 back up and then do that. But yeah, we need to get to that point first. So I'm going to do a bit of a jump cut, get all the bales in, let this guy finish the baling and the rowing that we're doing just so they can follow along, and also finish off that harvest. I think he's just finished. He just needs unloading. So as soon as I've done this 14 out, I'll switch over to the trailer, get all the grain in, get all these bales in, and I'll cut back in at a bit more of an organised pace. It was mental to do, well, to basically use that harvester when I had so many automated things going on, but it was worth it. That harvester's pretty cool from Mark, so I wanted to try it out. Ooh, please don't knock any of these over. I'd hate to think that I knocked the pile over just from me being silly here. I got 2 more, that's it. 2 more. There we go, that's 1 more. And then we can stack in. I might try and just put something to the right of them here, just to make them a little bit more stable, because they are quite tall, aren't they, and it's quite thin. So if we back up over here, depends how far I can get in, because yeah, that thing, I wonder why that has to be out when you are tipping, because if it wasn't for that, that'd be absolutely fine. God's sake. Oh, my days. Do you know what? Right, this was a poor idea. It was a bad idea. I should have just stuck to... Yeah, I should have just stuck to not doing this and putting it into the autoload, but it's my fault for thinking that I could do it in that way then. Faffing about. Maybe I've been playing FS for too long. But look at this now. I'm stuck because of that thing. And it just needed to go back in. There we go. Finally. But I get why it does it. I do. Because if it's in the way, isn't it, to push it. But it's still bloody annoying. So, I don't know what I'm going to do now. I think I'm just going to... I'm going to leave them. I'm going to leave them. We'll leave a stack like that. The ones that have tipped over, it is unfortunate, but it'll be alright, I think. I mean, I probably should have done it differently. I should have stacked this way going backwards, because then it could have been on that side. But I didn't think about it. I didn't think of that. So, oh well. What a faff. What an absolute bloody faff. But can you expect anything else nowadays? It's pretty much all I know. Faffing on Farm Sim. And Farm Sim physics anyway are shocking. So, 2 hours in, and I'm finally done. That's how long I've been recording this session for. 2 hours, but not bad when you think about it. We keep doing more and more each time, so it's going to take longer. And yeah, I use so much like AI. I use so many like helpers and AI kind of systems into that. I've been using Follow Me, Auto Drive, the in-game kind of like worker. I haven't used Courseplay, but pretty much the same thing, just the in-game version of it, and made things a lot better. You think about this, in 2 episodes, I've harvested all the fields and baled them, and I've now picked up the bales. I had a bit of a nightmare, didn't I, faffing about with the bale grab over there. So I ended up going to the auto load for this stacking because I was just not reliable when it comes to stacking this with the other one. Now, the only reason I've done this is because I just want to see how this performs until we sell it. You can see as I walk past the move, it's such a strange thing. It's just, I don't know. I don't even know. But what I'm thinking of doing is recording it, sending it off to Giants, and finally making a detailed kind of like report on it and just saying, is there anything you can do to sort this out? Because it's making bale stacking almost become obsolete. And I don't want him to come back and say, well, just put it next to a wall or stack it, with more bales, and that's just part of the game. We can't do anything about it. Because I'll say, yeah, but I have put it next to a wall and so on. So I'm giving it a fair shout, aren't I? And I'm giving it a fair shot, but I think we all know that's played the game. The bale physics are shocking. They've got worse, in my opinion. I thought in 22, they weren't as bad. Now, I know that because in 22, I was never put off manual stacking. Like I was happy to stack bales manually in a pile, and I didn't ever think that I'd come back to them and they'd be throwing about the place. They weren't perfect. We had issues with bale stacking and the physics of it, let's be honest. But it wasn't this bad. It wasn't as bad as, like, if I go near them, they start rocking about the place. It's you see that? It's just crazy. And I don't actually know what it is. But it don't like something. So, God knows. Let's look at the most important bit here. And that is the yield that we've ended up with. If we go to a stock checker, we'll be able to tell. We've ended up with 204,000 litres of canola, and we've now got 1.3 million litres of straw. So we're going to keep some straw, so we can't really look at that as like what we're going to get. I'm going to say we'll get £80,000 for straw and 269,000 for canola. That is a cracking harvest. We're nearly up to... that's insane. I thought we were going to be around 200,000. So we're now 270,000. With 80 on top, that's like, what, 350,000 pound. So, bloody hell, we can pay off a loan. We can, with 350,000, we can pay off a loan, and we should also be able to pay off, if we go to this, we can definitely pay off the baler. So, I am very happy with that. And again, it's all leading to the next task, which is going to be to move farms. Is this still on? I should probably turn that off if it is. Yep. Yeah, we're going to be moving farms. So what we in August, we will do one more cut of silage. I think I'm just trying to figure out, like, have we got enough bales? We've got 6 silage bales, 24 hay, and we've got some silage up across there and a bunker. Trying to think, is that enough feed? Because in the winter, I mean, thinking about it, I think it is enough feed. I don't even know if I need to do this silage. I was trying to think, do I need to do it? I mean, I have spray fertilizer now. Just because the cows are going to be out now until winter. In winter, they go in there anyway. We've got the feed for them. Then we're going to buy the farm in winter, move our cows over. So they'll be indoors for a little bit, but not for ages. And then come the summer, we're going to be taking them out again and putting them in the new pastures. So I don't know if we need it. Well, I'll have a good think about it and see what I'm going to do. There'll be a bit of a gap now until I record the next one. So it gives me enough time to figure out, do we go straight to the winter months and sell everything and get this farm? Or do we do one last load of silage to take with us? I'm being impatient because I want to get that farm. I want to get it all set up. But I guess you'll find out in the next episode because I don't even know right now. But I am going to leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you have, give it a thumbs up for me. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button for more videos just like this one on Farming Simulator. See you, everybody.